be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioandfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today. This is radioandfire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here alongside my father, and we got a special guest.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
Winkey.
Yeah, we got a very special guest. Somebody that I met when I was in Nigeria.
That's where I met?
Decades ago. You know that?
No. Okay, so you go all the way to Nigeria to meet somebody you could have met in Baltimore at Mondawmin. I didn't think about it like that, did you?
No. I knew of him.
Yeah,
I knew of his reputation. But I didn't know him. And then in
Nigeria,
in Lagos, you remember Alhaji Hassan? Mm-hmm. I'm with Alhaji, and he's reading the newspaper, and he said, "Williams, look, your countryman is here in Nigeria. He's here." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Look at the paper. Look at the Federal Palace. Your countryman is here." I seen a fashion show by Travis Winkey. If you haven't been out the country, you can't imagine how I felt. Right. Looking at
I went to Canada.
Yeah. Well,
but that is amazing.
Yeah,
I kind of felt like that sometimes if I'm in Atlanta back in the day, I would go to Atlanta and I would see people from Baltimore at the party. Then it's like, wow, you just instantly
instantly grab. I mean,
more gratified out of the country.
Absolutely.
I say a black man from Baltimore, unbelievable.
So you did a fashion show all the way over there?
Yeah, and they only had two big hotels. Was the OK Holiday and the Federal Palace, and we were at the Federal Palace.
Oh, that's official.
And in Nigeria.
Lagos,
Lagos.
And so that's probably why we've been tight ever since. I said, man.
And I was shocked to see some guy from Baltimore there.
I told him, I said, look, I'm from Baltimore. He said, what? I said, I'm
like
from
D. Williams.
I said,
God damn.
man.
Yeah, so that's wow. I never knew that. I never knew that. So it's first day of 2019.
Yeah.
Does that seem funny saying that?
2019, not 18 anymore. 19.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't happen this year, as far as Donald Trump coming to his actions catching up with him, if it doesn't happen this year, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't either.
Yeah.
They got to get him out of this year before he's got 2 more years, right?
All right.
They got to get him out within this first year. This guy's just destroying the country in so many different ways. So what can you say?
I thought he was going to get out by 2018. Remember I told you, I said he got to get out by 2018. And Dwayne, you said, well, what about when the Democrats get in? I said he got to get out before then.
Right.
But hey, it's but I don't think he can make it throughout this year. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You think?
I don't think he's gonna be around 2020.
Well, that's a nice. I don't have a problem with that.
He thinks he can be here though.
Yeah,
absolutely. He thinks he's gonna be here. Absolutely. Like he has no doubt in his mind.
Right.
So the House Democrats plan to try to pass something to reopen the government on Thursday. So Congress has effectively kicked the shutdown, kicked the can down the road, as they say. So both chambers met briefly yesterday, didn't do anything to reopen the government. Only one senator, Cory Gardner, was present, and he met for 1 minute without even talking about or taking up any legislation to fund the government shutdown is currently going on. So the shutdowns are weird to me. So only 25% of the government is shut down right now. Mm-hmm. And so you've seen government shutdowns in the past. And so do you remember like a long shutdown? So like a long one?
Well, you know, we had one with Obama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
It was about I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe a week.
Right.
You know, this particular shutdown is silly because he was going to sign legislation to eliminate it, you know, until Rush Limbaugh and his group said to him he was caving in. You caving into the Democrats, and so now he's just taking a stand. But here's my thing: that whenever you see Democrats or even reporters talking to Trump or his supporters, they never stay on the subject. By that I mean, he said that Mexico was going to pay for the wall. Mm-hmm. That's what we need to come. Mexico was going to pay for the wall. Mexico. Not he was going to hold Americans hostage. He's going to take prisoners.
Well, taxes.
A shutdown to pay for the wall. Mm-hmm. If he had said that, they might not vote for him. Okay, he said Mexico was going to pay. Mm-hmm. And I think that you need to keep that in the forefront.
Yeah.
Mexico going to pay for the wall.
Yeah. So, I mean,
that's shutdown.
That's true. That's true. He said that. He said that. I mean, so the shutdown is over the wall?
Yes.
Shutdown's over the wall. So
and he flip-flopping on that.
The wall's going to be like a metaphor.
It's
not necessarily going to be a wall. It may be a fence. It may be whatever. So it's just all a game.
Exactly.
And they do not want to hold him to that because that's how white folks are. They know it. We sitting here talking about they know they should hold him to that.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right, and that's why they changing it. Well, it's for the overall protection of America. It's it's electronics. Now they're saying so if it's drones. It's gonna cover a whole lot of things. Other than what he just said, it's for a steel wall. I'm going to build the greatest wall just like they did in China. All this craziness he said. But I would make him hold him to his word.
How, though? By doing the shutdown? So by not giving him the money that he's requesting? That?
Don't let them elude the word.
Right.
Don't let them elude what it's really all about.
Right.
Because he's always going to go to another conversation.
Right. That's the point.
Yeah.
All they want to do is
stick to it.
Whenever you press them, they're next, because a lot of the reporters got to get to the next, because he got so much stuff to talk to him about. They want to go to the next thing. Don't go to the next thing. Stay on point. Mexico was going to pay for the wall. How come Mexico's not paying for the wall, Mr. President? You said they were.
Answer that.
Well, so he would say, or his supporters would say, they're going to pay for it with tariffs or with some other way. We will get the money from them later.
Okay,
that's what they're going to try to
do.
No.
Exactly.
Mexico's paid for it. Tell us why they're not paying. They said they're not going to pay for the wall. Tell us why. Let him tell us why.
Yeah, force him.
He's got to go back on that word. He can't.
So in other words, you can't get Mexico to pay for the wall. So in other words, you're not fulfilling what you said to your people and to American people.
Right.
So you got to press him. You can't. That's the reason that he's able to get over on so many people, because they don't know how to deal with a street person. He's a street person.
Right.
So keep the pressure on him. Keep his word at the forefront. That's all you got to do. But if you keep jumping around and he's going to jump to this,
but his supporters are going to jump around, and then he does the shiny object thing.
Then bring them right back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You control the narrative. Don't let them control it.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard for them because, like you said, he is a street person. So it's hard for them to even be able to maneuver
but if you
like
keep jumping
that, because they just don't know that game.
Right.
It's the same way they talk about. You hear a lot of people say, if there was a bomber there.
Yeah.
If there was a bomber, that's president.
Oh, Obama. Yeah.
And he didn't keep his word. He'd be out of there.
Because that's the first thing they talk about.
The
first thing they talk about is when Obama said that you know, your prices won't change from on Obamacare. That's the first thing they throw up. Well, my prices went up, or George Bush when he said that no new taxes.
Yeah.
Hold him to his word.
Yeah.
But if you keep flipping, he'll keep flipping. That's what con artists do. That's
the con artist, and they know it.
Yeah, he's a confidence man.
Yeah.
And he's a good one too. He's a good one.
But the Democrats are not tough enough.
No,
They're not.
no question. And they need to hold him to the forefront. They try to. Well, they're trying now. Because I've heard them say Mexico was going to pay for the wall. I heard Pelosi say it. You said Mexico was going to pay for the wall. You know what I mean? And make him explain to the American people why they're not going to pay, or what the problem is.
No self-respecting Mexican would agree to this, because you just bullying them and saying, yeah, I'm doing this and you gonna pay for it. Right. I think it was something that he said in the heat of the moment, because I don't think he thought about it. Yeah, he just said it in the heat of the moment. We're gonna make this wall, and Mexico's gonna pay for it. He just said it, and it just stuck.
That's what con people do. They throw shit to the wall and see what's gonna stick. You know, and they like that. And that was the same thing he did with Obama. That's the same thing about he's not being an American citizen. Right. You know, they throw rhetoric out and see. They jumped on that rhetoric for Obama. Oh, let me run with that.
So I'm change this up, but I look how they say he's told all these lies. He's lying. Every other word is a lie. And he should be able to put him out of office just because of all these lies.
Well, politicians lie.
Not like this guy.
Well, no, not like this. That's true. That's true.
Incredible liar. But he's gonna keep that wall thing up there, or it's gonna be a fence, or it's just a metaphor.
Right.
They're gonna make up excuses for it.
Right. If the American people let him, you know, now he said, "Oh, it could be a fence. It could be a fence. It doesn't really matter. You know, let's just get something done." And he wants to work from the standpoint that I've been here all the time. I didn't go home for Christmas. I stay here for New Year's. Nobody stayed with me. You know, the Democrats went home. I'm for real. It's them. You know what I mean? And this is what he wants to get a pity party. You know what I mean? You the one that said you want it, and you were going to proudly take and make the shutdown. You the one said that. Yeah. You the one said that Mexico gonna pay for the wall. You the one that said a whole lot of stuff, but we're gonna make you pay and stand up for your words.
But they're not doing that.
It would take a lot of courage for the Democrats to hold him to that, and I just don't know if they have the courage.
Always try to stick to the right thing.
Yes,
the right way to talk to him. He ain't anything about no right way to do nothing.
That's true.
He's from the streets. This is what I'm gonna do. Good, bad, or ugly. I'm gonna do this. And now he's gonna do it by hook or by crook. He will do something. Right. But the Democrats always gotta be the right way,
and he prays on that.
Yeah,
he prays on that. Right. So we had that we know of 2 immigrant children died at the border.
Yeah.
A man was recently arrested in the shooting death of a California police officer. And so, of course, when that happens, then he kind of renews. See, this is why we need the wall. And they talk about the sanctuary laws in cities. Okay, so there's something. The problem is that when the person has a couple of things that they can cling to as points, then their bad ideas. You know, people will say, well, we kind of do, you know, this did happen or that happened. Is immigration an issue?
It is an issue. It is an issue, you know, and but it's a right way to deal with it.
Right. Right.
I mean, suppose that they were putting little black kids in jail.
They are?
In the prisons.
They are?
Well, that's right. You're right.
They showed this morning and earlier this week they've been talking about how they've been treating kids terribly.
Yeah.
Pushing them, shoving them, throwing them around. I mean, little babies, kids.
And they're crying.
Because they want their parents.
And like kids like 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Right. They're treating them like they're crooks. Right. They've done something wrong. And I just can't understand
But
why we can get away with stuff like that.
But here's the hypocrisy. Everybody who is close to Trump is a foreigner. His wife, everybody, these are all foreigners. His wife's family is all over here. 2-3 wives.
People that work in his house.
Yeah, I mean, they're all foreigners. What is he talking about? Immigration.
He's an orange head. I don't know what to say about him.
It's ironic because that you bring that up. If you go back to Nixon, and I've been studying Nixon and Watergate. There's so many similarities between that whole debacle and Trump. Mm-hmm. Nixon came in as a law and order president. Right. That was his whole thing. We were law and order, and he got the people on board with that. But he broke more laws than anybody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you got Trump, coming in on preying on people's racism and prejudice and masking that with immigration when he has nothing but immigrants around him. Right. It's so crazy.
Right. Let me tell you, that's how con people work. They throw up just like remember this guy who he was in Congress. I can't think of his name, and he was in the men's stall, and he put his leg under the stall. Yeah. He was one who talked about homosexuals and this and that. When they do that overly, there's a problem. Okay, you got to watch. They got a diversion. They got a diversion. So that's why Trump came in talking all the talk. Lock her up, because he know he need to be locked up. Yeah. You got to watch. The diversion, the cover. Yeah, he's a liar. Right.
Everything he says
is him.
If you reverse it on him,
it's him. It's him. He's telling exactly.
And they still talk about, even some of the Democrats say, well, we don't know if we want to vote for Hillary anyway. But he made everybody believe that Hillary is really that liar.
Right.
And they got on Hillary about being a liar. But look, he got our news media. He had people attacking them.
Yeah.
Thinking that they were doing the wrong thing.
Exactly.
So that's just how weak we are.
That's right. And that's how con artists work. You know what I mean? Whenever they throw something up and they're real forceful against it, you gotta look real close. That's right. Because it's really them. That's why if he kept lock her up.
Everything he's saying, it's him.
She's a liar. A liar. All that's him.
Yeah.
So what we have here is going into the election of 2020, from his standpoint. If he does not, he wants to try to run on promises made, promises kept. That's what he wants to try to do. And if he doesn't get this wall at least started, then his opponent could say, hey, you said you're going to do the wall and the wall didn't happen. Or they can regardless, they can still be able to talk about, you said Mexico was going to pay for it. If the American people pay for it, they can still use that to their advantage. But is it the fact of the cost of the wall, or is it the fact that we don't need a wall? Like, do you have an issue with the wall specifically?
Well, the people who are directly on the wall, the guards, they say that we need a combination of things.
Sure.
And so they say it's strictly, and then he had talked about having a cement wall, and they
definitely don't need
they need a gate. They got to be able to see through,
for safety purposes.
Right. So I think that, first of all, the shutdown is going to probably last another week or two, no more, because they're going to compromise. And I think that
so it won't go into February.
Nah, it's gonna be over in January. Okay. And the Democrats are going to give, and he's gonna get some money. He's not going to. They've already offered him. He's already dropped it down to $2 billion.
I think Nancy Pelosi is tough enough to hold out.
She's very tough.
She's very tough. The guys.
Schumer. She's definitely tougher than Schumer. Yeah. She's calling the shots.
Yeah.
Because she's from Baltimore.
Yeah. She's from Baltimore.
She's way tougher than him. That's right. But so here's the thing. This shows you, and Trump ran on. He can make the deals. He can make the big deals. He hasn't made any deals.
No.
Right.
If you remember last year during the springtime, during the DACA whole debate and the Dreamers, They had offered him like $20 billion for border security. He turned that down because people on the side said he shouldn't. Now they're arguing about 5.2, 1.3, 1.5. He could have had 20.
Yeah.
That shows you how bad of a negotiator and a business person he really is.
I mean, even when I'm out to talk to these other leaders of countries.
Yes.
He's made no deals. You know, he's the worst deal maker you ever came across.
And then when he went to North Korea, supposed to have this big meeting. Before he even went, they had made those trinkets. They're talking about him for the Nobel Peace Prize. That shows you where they weren't thinking about doing anything concrete. They're thinking about his image. I want Nobel Peace Prize.
And this was something he wanted to try to use for re-election.
Yes.
That's all it's about. Because President Obama, nobody can be a better peacemaker than me. He wants to try to one up everybody.
Yeah, he always said it. He's the best at everything. He's better than the
generals.
The generals.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And that's crazy. That's falling back in his face.
And I don't know why the people, when he was running for office, he was here in the United States talking about Mexico like a dog. Then when he go over to Mexico, he said, I like your
girl.
Yeah, he never said anything bad about that. Never asked for no money. Why can't ask for no money? And then he came back here the same day and started talking about him again behind their back.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
That's a coward.
Black people saw through him from the beginning, and white people are just starting to see it. I don't understand that. I mean, we would have a pervert, a pedophile in the Senate if it wasn't for black women.
That's right.
In Alabama.
Oh, no more.
Yes.
Yeah.
We would have had a pervert in there, and 65% of white women voted for the pervert.
Because the big difference between black people and white people in regards to this is they will say, well, I mean, he said he didn't do it, or he said such and such, and black people will be like, we'll question it more. Yeah, you said that, but what about this? And what about that? We got more questions.
Right.
We got follow-up questions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
The last time you didn't, you know that. And the white people would just take him at their word.
So like
he denied it. So
like he's taking Putin for his word. He said Putin said
right.
it. Why would he do it?
He had a strong denial.
No, I didn't.
I mean, every murderer said I didn't do it.
Right.
You know
In a strong way.
Right.
Yeah.
What did Shaggy say?
Wasn't me.
Hey,
you know where that comes from?
What?
Eddie Murphy. That was Eddie Murphy. Remember when Eddie Murphy in Raw?
No.
When he said, hey, wasn't me. He said, who you gonna believe? Me or your lying eyes? And then the song came after that. But yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so it's sad because so many people everybody's not smart. So some people just don't, he can just pull the wool over their eyes. Some of those people in middle America are not that smart.
Well, I'll tell you, some of the politicians are not that smart.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
That's true. And they're being controlled by other entities.
You know firsthand, you've been dealing with them politicians all your life.
Right.
But they're controlled by special interests and people that's funding them more so than the actual politician. There's a shadow behind the scenes, that, like, if you talk about the EPA or the Food and Drug Administration, the people that make the food, they the ones that's donating big and they control. We don't want this, so you do this, and those the gasoline and they're being controlled by somebody else. The real people that's controlling, we don't even know their faces or their names.
Right.
So if that's the case, then it's all lost. Then
no.
We gotta have hope.
No.
We gotta keep trying.
No.
We gotta keep trying.
Right.
We can't stop.
Right.
But,
and that shows you the importance and the significance that Obama had. Because his whole campaign was of hope, and he still said it. Because some people said, I've lost hope. There's no more hope. With this president. And he said, no, we still got hope. But yes, as I said all along, that we can't go down with Trump.
Right.
We still got to maintain, just like Obama's wife said, when they go low, we got to go high. We got to have dignity.
But that's the long game. You know what I mean? That
Ain't
means
it short game too?
that's eventually the light's going to shine through. But what about all the damage that's done for that person going low?
But that's got to be the only way, because that is what the rest of the world sees. If they see us acting just like the rest of the world and it's Trump, then all is lost. Because that's the only way, that's the only thing that differentiates us. That we got laws, we got belief. That's why we knew that the Democrats were going to come through in this election. Now, if they didn't, it was going to be a problem. But we had to come through to show that yes, we stand for dignity. We want something else. This is not what we want. This isn't America. As they say, we better than that. Yeah. We better than that.
I think that's a great.
But this guy is 70 some odd years.
72.
He's not going to change.
Oh no.
He's going to be who he is.
Right.
And they know it.
Right.
He done messed up so much money. Daddy done gave him so much money. He screwed it up every time.
He's done screwed up a lot of the world admiring and wanting to be like this country.
Yes.
He screws a lot of that up.
Right. And
don't care.
And they say we voted for him. Mm-hmm. Y'all put him in office.
That's true.
You know that's a mark on us that we're not going to ever get away. You know that's going to be there. No matter who comes in after him, it's still, man. You know you did that was a boo boo.
So when it comes to the voting, he's kind of getting into campaign mode. I guess in his mind he's going to be running for 2020, I'm assuming. Do you think that the Republicans are going to? Is there going to be a Republican that's going to oppose him?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to go against him.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Somebody that we know of, like a.
Yeah. I think the guy you like in Ohio gonna run.
Okay, Kasich. I like Kasich.
He's not going to win, but I mean he's going to run.
Cruz could Ted Cruz run against?
Oh no, he's not going to run. No,
he's growing a beard.
No, and then the guy who just left, he's in Arizona. Got a crooked nose. He's in Arizona. Just left the Senate, and he's the one who they stopped in the elevator. The women. Right. He's going to run.
Yeah,
he's gonna try to run.
But he can't win either.
No, none of them gonna win.
But they can chip away their vote.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
So only 2 presidents have ever run unopposed. Did you know that?
In their so Obama.
No,
unopposed.
Unopposed.
What are you talking about? In their party, unopposed.
No, nobody ran against them.
I never heard of that. Who?
George Washington.
Well,
okay.
I guess so.
George Washington. And second term, nobody. No beef. There was no beef.
Okay.
And James Monroe.
James Monroe.
In his second term.
Why was that?
He was just so popular. They couldn't. In his second term.
That's one of those Jeopardy questions.
1820. Yeah.
So you said it was only 2 presidents who ran completely unopposed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so George Washington was like super popular, and it's just like we can't. What can we do?
Come on, George.
And then also keep in mind that this time he only had one party. It wasn't really the 2-party thing hadn't really come up yet. They had the Federalist
What
Party.
about when Monroe was running? Was one party?
Yeah, you had there was the Federalist Party and the Republican Party, but the Federalist Party had just completely disintegrated before Monroe, and that was
okay.
It kind of just fizzled out, and then later on with Andrew Jackson, the Democrat Party comes.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's kind of weird.
I get educated every week. That's why you need to tune in every week.
But
there's gonna be a lot of people can run against.
Oh yeah, this is gonna probably be the most people running history.
There's gonna be a lot of Democrats can run.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So it's gonna be
more than 10.
Well, I mean, on the Republican side, it ain't gonna be no more than 3 running against him. But on the Democrat side, like you said, 25. Right.
Yeah. But see, if I'm a Republican strategist, I'm gonna try to prevent that as much as possible. The high profile candidates, because that's gonna take away from Trump. Mm-hmm. These high profile Republicans running against him. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's losing some of his not his hardcore base,
No, he ain't
but
gonna never lose them.
But the ones who voted for him just because they ain't whatever reason other than whatever the reason. But them hardcore are not gonna leave no matter what he does.
Unfortunately,
he said
this is a win-win for Trump. However you slice it, he's going to be fine.
He sure is.
Because even if he loses, he's going to be fine.
He's going to be fine.
If he quits the day after tomorrow, he's still going to be fine.
That's why he's really don't care.
The next person's going to pardon him. He's not going to go to jail or he ain't going to even be in court.
Yeah.
It's just.
I was telling somebody that yesterday.
The deck is stacked in his favor in regards to that.
Deep
Like
down
Nixon,
inside, he really don't care.
Nixon didn't go to nothing. We thought that. Well, I was too young, but people thought that Nixon was going to get what he had coming, and then Ford pardoned him. And when I look back at that footage, when I saw Ford pardon Nixon, I said, "Oh, he ain't gonna get elected." You know what I mean? Because that was it for him once he did. But that was his job,
and he didn't.
And he was one of the most unpopular presidents.
Mm-hmm. And then he was never elected anyway.
With that too.
He was selected. Yeah.
He was selected, and the best thing to me would be for him to bow out and just say, "Y'all getting too close to my family and in my business, and I ain't signed up for this. I'm going home," and just leave.
Who, Trump?
Yeah, I would love it. I know, but I would love for him to do that.
Yeah, he would never do that because he's gonna win any way you do it. I think deep down inside of that man, he don't care about people want to lose.
Yeah.
Because he's going to win either way.
Yeah.
He's got money. He's got his family. And if they go ahead and don't vote him in, so what?
That's true.
He's still going to live like a little king.
Yeah. That's true.
The only thing I heard of him is putting his ass in jail. I can't say I'm right.
Yes, you can.
Putting him in jail.
Yeah.
He need to be jailed. He really does.
Yeah. I just...
But to tell you the truth, that if he or his family, anybody went to jail, it would really set a tone.
Yeah, but
back, to try to halfway get our dignity back.
What I'm saying. So
shows that we see it. We got laws.
Let's
we
say
for real. Nobody's above the law.
Let's say son-in-law Kushner.
Yeah.
Or Don Jr. or was Eric, one of them. Not even a daughter. One of the boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is son-in-law or his actual son. If one of them goes to jail,
yeah,
I think that will, in the words of the Iron Sheik, break his back and make him humble.
I don't think so.
If his son goes to jail?
I don't think so. I think that if his daughter with the girl would break him a little bit. But I don't think that the boy could break him.
He could give it down.
You know what he could say? He could say, "Oh, we can make it. Don't worry, they can be strong enough. They gonna do this." He would say that about his sons.
Yeah.
But if his daughter got locked up, then that would break him.
Yeah.
Because he loves her more than all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
And his wife too.
You say he loves his daughter more than the wife?
You say he loves his daughter.
He loves his daughter because he
loves his daughter more than his wife?
Hell
yes.
Hell yeah. Yes.
She's just another woman.
Yeah.
He's a womanizer.
He loves his daughter more than anything.
Sure.
Yeah, that's his baby.
He loves nobody as much as he loves his daughter. She's the only one that he really, really, really could break him.
And we talking about Ivanka.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Not the other girl.
No, his wife.
No, he got another daughter. He got another daughter that never gets
Right. That girl, he loves his daughter.
Yeah.
He remember he used to talk about.
He don't even know Mark what's her name?
Mabel's.
Yeah, he don't even know her name.
The other daughter.
Okay.
And plus he likes whores. He go to these different countries. He likes whores.
Yeah.
They talk about they was peeing in a hotel because Obama slept there.
It's so crazy. That is so crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy. He's a thug.
Mm-hmm.
Folks know he's a thug. He don't know how to talk. He don't know how to
He's
act.
a thug and a coward.
And a coward.
Most thugs are not cowards.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? One thing that he does not ever want to hear ever to use his name and say Trump is chump.
Yes.
Okay.
But he is.
He hates that. Trump is a chump. That needs to be the slogan for 2020.
Okay, that because we start that slogan right now.
Trump is a chump.
Trump is a chump.
Democrats would say, "Hey, y'all stooping to his level."
You're right.
Nah, you know what I say? You know what I would say?
But he is a chump.
You know what I say? Definition as a chump is when you say that Mexico gonna pay for the wall, and then you try to hold hostage the American people. That's a chump. Because you can't even get the money from them. You ain't asking for the money.
Yeah. You're right.
He's a chump.
You're right.
That's a chump.
They already said off the bat, we not gonna do it. So it's not like he ever asked for it.
He's a chump.
But there is a way that you could have gotten Mexico to maybe potentially contribute if you had pulled them up behind the scenes and say, look, we can put up 50% of this. If y'all can put up 50% and we can come together, this is behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And then you make an announcement together that we're together jointly going to do this, right? But you can't call him out.
But that's a person who is truly a deal maker.
Right.
He's a chump.
Right.
He ain't a deal maker. His father paid for him. He had a silver spoon his whole life. Obama is the one who raised himself out of the bootstrap. Right. Oprah Winfrey didn't have no money.
Nothing.
Didn't look good. Couldn't dance. Couldn't sing. Made way more money than him because she made it herself.
That's right.
He couldn't have did that.
No.
Please. No. He's a chump and trying to act like he's not. And he know he is. That's why he tried to throw that guard out from the beginning to talk about somebody.
I saw this thing on I don't remember whose show it was on, but you remember when he didn't go
to the debate? No. And he didn't put that money up.
Right. That's
he
true.
said he's gonna go raise for the military. But go ahead.
Yeah, but it's about the military. But he was supposed to go to the cemetery and he didn't go because it was raining.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it was showing you coverage from other countries. And this was on French TV,
right?
And they were talking about that, and so the newscaster is saying it, but she's laughing, like she's hysterically laughing, and so we got subtitles, and so she's saying that he didn't go because it was raining outside, so she's laughing, so she was like maybe he didn't know how to use an umbrella, so she's laughing. This is the news person, but she's just, and it's a serious segment, but she just was hysterically laughing. Right. That's how the world is doing.
Exactly.
Right. They're laughing at us.
That's a chump. Exactly. They are. They're laughing at him, and they laughing at him and us because we put him in office.
That's right.
He's laughing at America, and that's why he's diminished our. That's why we can't go low like that. We gotta maintain, and that's why if we put him in America, if we put him in jail, that will help to regain and recapture the dignity that we lost. We show people that we are a country of laws. Nobody is above the law.
We had set a precedence for president of the United States so high.
Yeah.
And this guy just brought it down.
Yes.
I mean, he's and I keep going back to Nixon because he's and a lot of people that support him are operating from the mindset of, yes, the president is not above the law. And if you remember that interview that Nixon did, and he said, this is after, if the president does it, then it's not against the law. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's trying to say whatever I do is the law.
And he can get away
but that's and so when you use that, that's a lawyer mindset. But when you use that mindset, they can make an argument for doing anything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because nothing, high crimes and misdemeanors is the only thing that you should be impeached about. Mm-hmm. And if the president does something, then that's the law. That means it is legal. I'm gonna say that he would probably say, even if he killed someone, he would probably say, "Oh, it was national security."
Well, he said that already.
It's national security. So
he already said they wouldn't on 8th Avenue. I shoot somebody. They ain't gonna do nothing.
And he get away with it.
And
I believe it.
One of those MAGA people would take the charge for him, take the rap for him.
Well, Cone would have, but he ain't gonna do it this time.
I think Cone was full of crap
from the beginning.
Yeah, because here was a bullet right here. Well, I guess. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's taking the proverbial bullet. Maybe he's taking jail time as the bullet for Trump, because he's not fully cooperating. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So maybe he did take a bullet for him, because I'm sure that he knows some stuff that could really sink Trump. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But if I reveal this might sink me and my entire family. Right. So maybe he did take a bullet. Mm-hmm. and go to jail 2-3 years, whatever it is.
Has he been sentenced yet? No.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, he's going to.
Oh, that's right, March or something like that. Yeah, 3 years. 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which means he's probably going to do a year and a half.
Yeah.
And this ain't real jail.
It ain't real. Exactly.
This ain't gonna be real jail.
They not doing no hardcore jailing.
No.
Now, if it was Obama, they would have put him in solitary or whatever. I don't know.
They're gonna do jail like on. Did y'all see Goodfellas? When the guys they wasn't in, it was like a camp. It was like, you know what I mean? It's like we having a big sleepover.
Yeah.
It's food, it's women, it's
A lot of them like in house where they really wasn't locked up.
Right, and there's no bars. Right, there's no bars on the South.
Well, see, I mean, with Flynn, they're trying to say, he's already served enough time by being disgraced and like they will put black men in jail at a whim. Like, so that's saying you don't have any dignity about you at all. So we don't get, and he's done enough. He's suffered enough. And that's why he pardoned Nixon. He said that he had suffered enough. And
Trump ain't suffered at all.
No.
Because you can't embarrass him.
He didn't even have bone
spurs. You can't make him feel bad or anything.
No. I mean, and you know what he gonna say? He gonna say that I'm the only person that had the worst Christmas and the worst New Year in the whole country, but I did it for you guys.
He gonna say something like that.
Yeah, he gonna say that. He gonna say it.
I had to lower my standards and get on this whack plane. Y'all had me riding around in this Air Force One plane. My regular plane is way better than this plane. You know what I mean? He gonna say stuff. Living in the White House, this piece of crap. Trump Tower is way better than the White House. Yeah. I suffered this. He would say some stupid stuff like that. Sounds like Richie Rich.
He acts like a weak woman. That's what he does.
Weak woman.
A weak
not a strong one.
No, because you got some strong black women strong.
Oh, yeah.
You got these white women that gonna still vote for him, and he's just done raped.
Yeah.
White folks, their own sisters.
Yeah.
He's raped their sisters and their mothers and their aunts and their uncles, and they still vote for him.
And their grandmothers.
Yeah.
These ladies older now.
And then black folks wouldn't do that.
And he has conned some of the farmers, and they've said that I know that I'm losing money because of the trade embargo that he's got with China.
Yeah.
But Trump said for the long run it'll work out for us better. So he's still giving them money, because he gave $12 billion covered it, But I'm saying still, if Obama had did that, they would still.
That's why I don't call him stupid anymore, because it takes a degree of intelligence to be able to brainwash people like that.
Yeah. Hitler did it too.
Well, it doesn't get much of a brain.
Yeah, he's a con man.
That's true.
It doesn't get much of a brain.
That's true. He got a little bit more than them.
Stupid people.
Right. I mean,
good point.
Bush. We thought Bush was stupid, and the people who voted for him were stupid because he started a war, bombed and killed all these people for what? It was. They didn't do anything. It ain't no bomb. And they still voted for him.
Weapons of mass destruction.
They still voted for him.
Yeah.
Again.
And he almost crashed the country. Yes. When Obama got in, the stock market was down, the housing industry was down. The worst economy since the Great Depression.
Yeah.
We're about the country's about to collapse.
And he could come back and try to steal his debt for Trump trying to say that he's the one now.
Right.
Can you imagine if Trump had come in when Obama did?
Behind George Bush?
Oh my goodness. He would have really robbed this country.
Yeah. He could rob him anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's true.
Shifting gears for a moment. Bring it up anyway. Possible. Over the weekend, your guy, Jon Bones Jones.
That's my man.
Came back, and when I said shift gears, we really shifted gears. So he came back. I didn't think he was going to be able to come back.
This is the greatest martial arts MMA fighter in the world.
But he has a steroid. He has some kind of issue with chemicals. He's the only person that I know that you fail every drug test, like everyone, and you know it's coming. He knows the test is coming.
But listen, they said that the amount of drugs that he had in him was the size of a pin needle, 50,000 times smaller. I mean, it was remnants from medicine he had years ago. You know, from that last time they gave medicine. Because here's the thing.
Last year.
Here's the thing with a lot of athletes. You got these doctors who just take this, John. They don't know what they're taking. Yeah, take this. Make it better. True. You know, it is giving them these pills, and they don't know what they're taking. And that's what he said. I took it. I don't know what I'm taking. You know, and he don't know. And
I like him.
He's a great guy's great.
But I get that. But how come he's the only one this happens to like this?
You know why? Because
there are other black athletes.
You know why?
There are other black athletes.
You know why? Because he's the best.
Well, what about Cormier?
But Cormier's kind of like, white people like him because
yeah, that's true.
That's true. He's a good, like he's safe. He's like Obama. He get along. You know what I mean? Jon Jones is.
Are you calling Jon Jones Malcolm X?
No, he ain't Malcolm X. But he tell people to kiss his butt. I don't care what y'all. You don't like me. I can kick your ass. That's what he said.
And you talk about kicking butt, and he definitely did.
Oh yeah, this
newly
guy
crowned UFC light heavyweight champion. Now, he had a very impressive victory.
He's never lost. I don't know anybody MMA fighters except for that Russian guy. But he had that just beat McGregor. But Jones has never lost.
What?
And he's been fighting.
Third round TKO.
And the one loss that they have on him was a disqualification because he knocked the guy out. After he was down or whatever. He choked him, whatever it was. They disqualified him and took his.
And this was a rematch.
Yeah.
Against this Swedish guy.
That was his toughest fight. Yeah. The first fight was his toughest fight.
And this guy is tough.
Yeah.
This guy was tough.
Cormier beat him too now.
Cormier is a champion.
Yeah, and then that other guy.
You don't like Cormier?
Nah. I really don't.
I know. Why don't you like him?
He, if you get too close to, I don't even want to say why I don't like it, but I don't.
So he's too. You think he tries too hard?
Too vanilla.
Yeah.
Too middle of the road.
But okay, since you wanted to go there, you like Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, the football player?
Yes. Former football player.
No, not really. I mean, he's a good. I like him as a player.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, as a player. Individual, I don't.
So let's look at Cormier as a fighter.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
Hey, no, as a fighter.
This is the personal.
Yeah.
You like Michael Jordan as a person?
No, I like him as a basketball player.
As a basketball player, undeniable. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fair. That's fair. So Jones and the challenger, and the former champion made $500K for that fight.
Mm-hmm.
No bonuses, no nothing else. You just get $500K, and of course we're not going to go down the card or anything. But Amanda Nunes beat Cyborg.
I was shocked at that fight.
Why were you shocked?
Are you kidding?
Why? Because of her aura.
Yeah, her reputation. And I've never really seen her fight before. Cyborg.
Cyborg. Yeah.
Just clips. But this girl here, Nunes, I told you, she said that she only trains against men.
Mm-hmm.
She spars with men. She said when she got hit, she said, "Oh, I can take this," And then she said, "I've been hit hard, way harder than this," and she knocked out.
Yeah, so
50 seconds,
51 seconds, and the ladies got $350K
each.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's
and you know what made that's why the boy the golden boy says they be calling me saying they ain't getting paid enough money. They say you boxers be getting millions. You know what I mean? We get 300,000 and we happy. Mayweather got $9 million for 3 minutes.
And
got 200 million.
A perfect segue to Mayweather. So 41 years old.
Yeah.
This fight was on, then it was off, then it was on, then it was off. So he spends his holiday overseas,
New Year's Eve
in Tokyo.
Yeah.
saying it's all about entertainment. It has an exhibition with a kid. He's not even 21 years old.
20, right?
20 years old, and he just. It was like child abuse. But
let me. But the thing about it, is that in Japan they said this is our champion.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old. He's never lost. He's very good and very strong.
So they believed in him.
Yeah.
And the place was packed.
Yeah. And then the boy was crying at the end of the fight. And
this is overwhelming. Y'all putting me out here for this. Y'all pushing me out in front of all these people for this. It's overwhelming.
And Mayweather said, I can fight 3 rounds in my sleep.
So he said
he didn't, and you can see he didn't train because he wasn't even. Yeah. You can see he said I didn't really have to work out, you know, because he looked at the stats. He said he's 20 years old, he's 5'4", and weighs 137. If he beats me,
that is not what happened.
What?
That's not what happened.
What?
He did not look at the stats.
Right.
Somebody told him the stats. He did not read the stats. He said, "Uncle, how tall is he?" 5'4". Okay, that's good. That's good.
He's right at my chin.
He said, "How tall is 5'4"? Okay. Oh, it's fine.
And he weighed 137. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, you couldn't sanction it. It had to be an exhibition because no organization would sanction it. The weight difference is too much.
It's only 5 pounds or 10 pounds. 10 pounds. He was 147.
Well, what if the kid had got a lucky shot and knocked him out, knocked him down or something?
Well, this guy, one of the announcers, you know him. I can't say his name. He's a MMA fighter, ex-fighter, but he has a talk thing on YouTube. Sonaz, I can't think of his name.
Oh, Chael Sonnen.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
What is it? Chael Sonnen.
It was CH.
Yeah. Chael, yeah. Mike.
I mean, he could fight.
Yeah. Oh, anyway. Yeah. He said that. This is before the fight. He said that Mayweather, you know, is a good fighter, but he don't know what the Japanese got in store, because if he loses, it's going to go on his record as that 50-0 is going to go. 50-0-1. He's going to be 50-1 if he loses. They're going to put that on, even though they're saying it's extra.
Even though it ain't sanctioned. Yeah. They will say that. But he's absolutely right. If that had happened, they would have say that he has that loss.
Mayweather.
But they're not going to count this win, though.
Right. And Mayweather said, right. Yeah. He said, if this guy beats me, I'll shoot myself. Okay.
Who said that?
No, I'm saying that's what he probably said. You know what I mean? If I let a 20-year-old boy beat me, and when he came
shorter than me.
Yes.
Yes.
But here's the thing. We saw Mayweather perform in a way he's never performed. He ain't never knocked nobody down 3 times, just completely dominate in his boxing career.
Well, you know what he said? I never fought nobody 137 pounds and 5'4". You know what I mean? He don't even have his man strength yet. Yeah. But and then when he came out, he was laughing because he was doing like this. He was like playing. At first, he did like this, know, and then the boy was swinging. Then he knocked him down 3 times, and they threw the towel in.
65K per second.
65,000 per second. I'm just trying to get 10 seconds. I'm just trying to get 10 seconds.
Good. Yeah. Well, yes, this was very, very good. Thank you guys for this. Travis, do you have some shows coming up?
Well,
you got something in store?
Not at the present. Right now, I'm trying to set things up for 2020. I do want to do some more things online, young people online now. So, after so many years, you have to reinvent yourself. You really should reinvent yourself after every 10 years. So, I just love what I'm doing, and I'm having fun with it. I'm doing some small things. I'll probably go over to the islands and do something, not anything big. I'll do some things here in Maryland with some preachers, I think, some pastors around the country. We'll do some things, but nothing really big. The larger things and the things that I'm really putting some effort and some work into is going to be doing a bit more online and do a project for the end of the year that would be an every year project.
Oh, I can help with that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's.
Give him a little synopsis of what you got in store for 2020.
Well, I really want to talk about
Okay.
Yeah, because
the project,
you can't
because somebody else here that
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
They will swagger jack.
Right.
That's all they did.
Right.
I had one contest, the look taken from me.
Yeah.
I had that online for a little while, and I think it's Paris Hilton that I think they are going to get to be the host for that. This going on now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
And it's called The Look. It's the exact same thing that I had online. The exact same thing, but they got it.
Right.
That's because I didn't do my due diligence in having things.
And see, that's where experience comes in. The brother just said, "I'm not gonna say that online right now."
Absolutely.
Get that,
Yeah.
But when when you're young and don't know,
But the thing is that us black folks, we come with so many ideas. I'm coming with ideas to do things every day.
Yeah.
So okay, fine, that's gone. I'll do something else.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to keep doing that.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Dad? You got something?
Hey, I wanted to. This is the end of the year, start of the year, and then 2018, we saw some people leave. We had some great people like Aretha Franklin and Nancy Wilson and a lot of other people leave.
Nancy Wilson did.
Nancy Wilson died last week.
No kidding.
Yeah. Nancy Wilson. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She was 82. Yeah.
I'm so glad I won't be. I won't go past 82. I'm gonna be 100.
You're gonna be 100. Yeah. We Travis and I've always said that we're gonna be 100. Gonna live here, be here at least 100.
In good shape.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If I can, we can.
Yeah. Now
we're gonna be in good shape.
I plan to be doing push-ups.
Yes.
I plan to be working out.
That's right.
I plan to stay in shape. You know what I mean? Because I know how. I'm gonna be 70 this year. I know how it feels when you. I know how it feels to be 70. Okay, so and I know how it feels to be 20 years younger. So you just got to do those. Got to work out and stay in shape and stay active and stay sharp and stay on the move. And
you see all these models now. Models are 60 years old and looking good. 50 and 60 years old. Years ago when we were young, that was old.
Yeah.
But that's not old anymore.
Because when I came to Baltimore,
People are more healthy now.
Yeah, when I came to Baltimore, and I look at my grandparents, they were my age and younger than I am now. I said, Grandma, and they had on, yes, they were.
But they act old too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
It's a new day now.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I wear the same clothes you wear.
Yeah.
My jeans, my tight jeans.
Yeah, that's
my
you got
skinny
it.
jeans and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, I want to share something with you. A lot of great people died in 2018. I want to share one person that was truly great, that passed away, that many of you never even heard of. And she was young. She was only 41. Her name was Dr. Shawan Olivia Williams Jenkins. Everybody called her Dr. Jenkins, adults and children. Dr. Jenkins started the Jenkins Learning Center, and she also had the Mondawmin Mall Song and Story Hour. Once a month, you would see her and her mother in the middle of the mall at Mondawmin, reading and singing to the children. She instilled love of reading to hundreds of children in Baltimore, and she inspired many teachers to reach their highest dreams as she taught the doctoral students at Johns Hopkins University and University of Maryland how to get their doctor's degree. Dr. Jenkins will be loved and missed.
Yes.
She was a great girl, a great lady.
Yeah. She was like a baby. Look how young she is.
Yeah, that was Yeah, so we lost her this 2018, and yeah, so she definitely is missed, and that was good. That was good. So that was good. All right, so I didn't know we were going there, but yeah, so that's good, and it's good to talk about her. It's funny, I've never talked about her on the show, on any of the shows really. But I think it's good to talk about it and about her, and definitely people lose people because you can't avoid speaking about it because you need to be able to speak about it. So I had her pictures. People can't see in the studio, but in this corner here, turned to the wall for like 5 months because I just couldn't. But just a couple of days ago, I've been able to turn them over. And I think it's good. So, like you said, definitely missed. She did a lot of things, and she was ahead of her time for her years. The stuff that she wanted to do, and the stuff that she did. So,
yeah.
You have great people in your midst and don't know it.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's good to give them their flowers, give people their flowers while they're alive.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when somebody's going away from here.
That's true, and that's true. We could definitely say that she knew that we loved her. She knew, and we knew that she loved us too. So she said it all the time. It's definitely that is one good thing about the whole.
Yeah, you're right. I know that she really loved her family, and she really knew that we loved her. So yeah, she really did. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Okay.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we went all over the place. We talked about crooks and cheaters and great athletes and a very much loved person all in 1 hour.
Yeah. And this is how we talk all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
This how we were talking in Nigeria. That's how we got close. I said, "Hey, brother, I live on off of Baltimore Street on Bernice Avenue, off of Hilton." He said, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah.
I said, "I'm from Baltimore, seriously."
Right.
Well, when you said that, he knew for sure.
Baltimore and here.
Right.
Yeah.
You can find me in Mandalman then, like you can find me right now.
Right. I said, I heard of you, man. You put on fashion shows. I ain't never seen none of your fashion shows. So, and then I went to the fashion show, but there you're there, and you have to. I'm talking like this because I want you to understand what I see.
Sure.
I'm going to the show. I want to go to the show. Did you got a ticket?
That's why he was looking at you skeptical. Like, you really I know they be trying to run these scams.
Yeah.
And then you got me reason. I was talking like that, the accent over there. To make it smooth in. I got you. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to do this again sometime. This is fun.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
All right, so see you guys.
I enjoyed myself immensely, my brothers.
Yes. First day of 2019.
2019.
So yeah.
I'm with almost like my godson.
Yeah.
And his father.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.